go live. Damn, that's 18 minutes. I got to shave that off, but it's all good. You know, sometimes you need a little music to like pump up the volume. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all all doing well. I typically upload a video at night. I'm trying to stick to that schedule. So I said I didn't really feel like recording it because I was listening to another this vlogger. She was live, so I was listening to her. So I said, let me just go live and get this out. So I was supposed to be off by 12:30, and I was supposed to actually start at 11:50 on the dot. But knowing me and doing other extra shit, it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so let's proceed. Let's move on. Support the channel. You know what I'm saying? You see the Cash App is on the screen. $ Cookie Confidant 83. Let me see who's in the chat. What's up, C Dub? What's up, Deliria? Deliria. What's up? Let me see who else. Queen Michelle, what's up, Guan, Kitty Cat, Trini, them girls, them apart the boom boom. I love what she said. What she said? He wanna pound it like a hashtag. If he beat it up, I'ma bust back. I thought that shit was so hard when she said that shit back in the day. He wanna pound it like a hashtag. If he beat it up, I'ma bust back. Them island girls is the wildest. The Caribbean girls run the blended. Them African, them European, Asian, Australian, and my Canadian girl. You know that you want it. I see that you like it. You know that I'm sexy. Yeah. You know that I'm sexy. So come get me ready. So I thought that song had like a little reggaeton vibe to it too. During on that part of the beat, it kind of reminded me of that. So yeah, I hope y'all doing good. Let's get into these topics real quick. So this is a story that I wanted to bring up earlier this week. Let me bring this up real quick with that Derek Chauvin getting stabbed up in the slammer. You know what I'm saying? Karma is going to have its way with people, especially when they do fucked up shit to individuals. So Derek Chauvin was stabbed 22 times. 22 times. So let's bring this up and then I'm going to switch it over to the article that I want to read. So the inmate who stabbed, so this was an update on the case. So it says the inmate who stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times has been hit with attempted murder. He probably don't even care. Like he's probably in the slammer too. He probably just like, he had to get one back for the people. So actually, let me go over here and bring this up. Let me just give you a full scope. So, damn, this shit is pulled in. Oh, these motherfuckers. Anyway, so the inmate charged with attempted murder after stabbing Derek Chauvin 22 times. If you ain't know, this was that white bastard who, knelt on George Floyd's neck, you know, and he told him that he couldn't breathe, and he proceeded, and you know, now he's serving, you know, is it 2 life terms? But anyway, let's check this out real quick. I hope it's not an ad. If it's an ad, stick it up your ass, and I'm moving.
At Olive Garden, more is married. From a first course that never ends.
I wanted to see it. Listen, I played this shit before it even happened. Anyway, let's continue because I can read. Fuck that motherfucking video. So the inmate accused of attacking Derek Chauvin, the former police officer convicted in the George Floyd killing, stabbed him approximately 22 times with an improvised knife in an attack. At the area's. Wait a minute. He stabbed him approximately 22 times with an improvised knife in an attack the Arizona inmate had been contemplating for around a month. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I don't want to glorify and be happy that somebody got stabbed, but when you do dirt, you do dirt. Come on. Get this shit off my screen. When you do dirt, you get dirt. According to the federal complaint, at approximately 12:30 p.m. local time on November 24th, Chauvin was in the law library at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson when John Tursack, 52, attacked him, causing serious bodily injury. Tursack, that don't sound like a black last name, so maybe he's down for the people. Hold on. All right. So Federal Corrections officers immediately responded and deployed OC spray to subdue Tursack. The criminal complaint added. Tursack, who has been charged with attempted murder, told the correctional officers that he would have killed Chauvin had they not responded so quickly. Damn, I want to see, do they got a glimpse of who this man is? Wow. Wow. He said he would have killed him. See what I'm saying? He's already in that psychosis behind them walls. He just said, "Let me get him on out of here." I'm telling you, some people they go to prison and like, have you ever experienced somebody coming out of prison and it's like it's hard for them to thrive in the real world? Some people want to be behind those walls, and then especially when certain things happen. Hold on a second. Let me. I don't want to burp in your ear. Give me a second. I'm drinking that damn sparkling water, so I ain't want to. Oh, you know what? I'm reading this motherfucking article and this shit is still up here. Give me a second, you bastards. You bastards. Hold on. Why it ain't showing? Hold on. Oh no, I know what I had to do. Oh my God. Ugh, come on, LeBron. You know better than that. All right, so let's bring this to the tippy top. Tippy. Let me, and y'all ain't even see this. So it was an update to the case. The inmate who stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times have been hit with attempted murder. This white bastard who killed George Floyd, knelt on his damn neck and would not get off. So this is the article. Y'all didn't even see the video. So anyway, let's just play this now because now I'm just frustrated. I'm glad that I went back to the home screen. So that's the benefit sometimes where sometimes I'll be just so deep into what I'm doing that I don't be recognized. That do look good as fuck, right? That pasta. But Olive Garden is trash.
The former Minneapolis police officer convicted in the murder of George Floyd was assaulted in federal prison, according to CNN sources. Let's bring in CNN's Carlos Suarez now. So what happened?
So according to the Minnesota Attorney General, Keith Ellison, he says that his office was made aware of the fact that this stabbing took place and that the 47-year-old Chauvin is in stable condition at a hospital and is expected to be okay. Now, Ellison went on to say that, of course, he was saddened to hear about what happened and that Chauvin should be able to carry out his sentence without the fear of violence and retaliation. We know that this stabbing took place yesterday afternoon at a medium.
Let me pause this. Do you think that this would happen so he would try to get out and try to make it seem like he can't, that his life is at risk? I hope he don't get out. Listen, like the guy, man.
Security federal prison out in Tucson, Arizona, where Chauvin is carrying out his sentence. Now, the details leading up to the stabbing are still unclear at this hour. Federal prison officials really did not give a whole lot of information about what happened, other than to say that, quote, life-saving measures were taken and that none of their employees were hurt. Chauvin is serving two concurrent sentences on state and federal charges with regards to George Floyd's murder. Again, we're told that the 47-year-old is in stable condition and that he is expected to be okay. And then earlier this week, Victor, the U.S. Supreme Court declined to hear Chauvin's case.
Mind you, Chauvin had 18 complaints as a police officer. He was also involved in some shootings prior. So this is all karma.
This after his attorneys argued that he did not receive a fair trial.
Bullshit. Anyway, let's pause this bullshit.
Every tap is a turning point.
There's always some shit with these.
And parents should have a say in what their teens are doing online.
Give me a second.
That's why Instagram.
Pause this. All right, let's move on. And now I'll just read the article because I thought that y'all was there with me before and you weren't. So the inmate accused of attacking Derek Chauvin, the former police officer convicted in George Floyd's killing, stabbed him approximately 22 times with an improvised knife in an attack an Arizona inmate had been contemplating for around a month, according to court documents. According to the federal complaint, at about 12:30 p.m. local time on November 24th, was that on Thanksgiving? When was Thanksgiving? I felt like that was around Thanksgiving. Gotta look at the calendar. Get back to me, boss. So Chauvin was in a law library at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson when John Tursak, 52, attacked him, causing serious bodily injury. Federal corrections officers immediately responded and deployed OC spray to subdue Tursak, the criminal complaint added. Tursak, who had been charged with attempted murder, told the corrections officers that he would have killed Chauvin had they not responded so quickly, according to the complaint. Tursak stated that the attack of Derek Chauvin on Black Friday was symbolic with the Black Lives Matter movement and the black hand symbol associated with the Mexican mafia criminal organization, the complaint said. Tursek has been charged with 3 other counts, including assault and intent to commit murder, assault with a dangerous weapon, and assault resulting in serious bodily injury. So attempted murder and assault with the intent to commit murder violations each carry a maximum of penalties of 20 years incarceration. He probably don't care. While the assault with the dangerous weapon and assault resulting in serious bodily injury each carry a maximum penalties of 10 years incarceration, according to the news release from the District of Arizona's U.S. Attorney's Office. So Chauvin is serving 2 concurrent sentences in Floyd's 2020 murder. He was convicted in April 2021 on state charges of second-degree unintentional murder and third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter. He received a 22.5-year sentence. The former Minneapolis police officer pleaded guilty months later to federal charges depriving Floyd of his civil rights and sentenced to 21 years in prison. On May 25th, 2020, when we was in the pandemic, Chauvin, who is white, knelt on Floyd's neck and back for more than 9 minutes after officers responded to reports suspecting Floyd used a counterfeit $20 bill at the Minneapolis corner store. Floyd, a 46-year-old black man, was handcuffed and lying face down on the street as he pleaded he couldn't breathe. Floyd's death sparked nationwide protests that spread around the globe over racial injustice and police treatment of people of color, particularly of Black Americans in the U.S. A Minnesota Department of Human Rights investigation revealed that the city and its police department engaged in a pattern of practice of race discrimination, according to the 2022 report. Now, with this in mind, give me a second, because I actually want to go, because I was reading something the other day on Chauvin, because they got a little Wikipedia page for him. Let me look that up, because it's like these white devils, it's like it's levels, you know what I'm saying? They all listen. Let's just go here real quick. All right. So just to read a few facts about Derek Chauvin, if you don't know. So Derek Chauvin is an American former police officer who murdered George Floyd, a 46-year-old African-American in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Chauvin was a member of the Minneapolis Police Department from 2001. Damn, he was there since I graduated from high school, from 2001 to 2020. In his career, Chauvin had 18 complaints against him on official record and was involved in 3 police shootings, one of which was fatal. He received 2 letters of reprimand for misconduct. On May 25th, 2020, Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes. He treated him like, but to me, shit, white people love their dogs. He treated him beneath a damn dog. That's fucked up. For 9 minutes. He knelt on his neck for 9 minutes while Floyd was handcuffed and lying face down on the street, calling out, "I can't breathe." During a protest, during an arrest made with 3 other officers, Chauvin was dismissed by the Minneapolis Police Department on May 26th and arrested on May 29th. The murder set off of a series of protests in Minneapolis, St. Paul, across the rest of the United States, later spreading around the world. So in 2021, Chauvin was put on trial for unintentional second-degree murder, third-degree murder, and second-degree manslaughter of Floyd before a jury in the Minnesota 4th Judicial Court on April 20th. He was convicted of the charges. On June 25th, he was sentenced to 22.5 years in prison with given credit of 199 days time served, with the possibility of supervised release after 15 years, 2/3 of the sentence, contingent on factors such as good behavior, requests to the Minnesota Supreme Court, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, so that's pretty much just a little bit about, that bastard. So listen, I do believe in karma, and I think that, the universe just responded, and that guy had been plotting against him. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get your ass. So I want to see what he looks like, though. You know what I'm saying? I know they protecting their privacy and all of that, but I want to see who that guy, what was his name again? I'm gonna see if I could find something on him. Maybe we could find like a mugshot. John Tursek. Let me see if I could, let me Google him on the side and see what John Tursek looked like. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, thumbs up, support the channel. You see the Cash App on the screen, $ Cookie Confidant 83. So, I will tell you this. You know that I love, and I don't know if I was holding myself back. I love like female rap commentary, but sometimes like I have to do something different, because it's like these are the conversations that I have like with my coworkers and like my friends who I speak to like outside of YouTube. So it's like I need to find another way to like introduce different topics, to talk about on my channel. So that's what I've been focused on doing. And I don't care if they don't get as much views as my other videos. I don't really care, but I need to pivot. You know what I'm saying? So pivoting is good. I can't, let me see if I could find, hold on a second. John Tursack mugshot. Let me see if I can find a mugshot for him. Because if he's already incarcerated, let's see if I got a mugshot. Oh, is that him? Baby, where you at? Let me see if this is it. Oh, this is him. Wait. Inmate John Tursack. I don't know why they had that image up there. I don't know if that's him though. Yeah, that's a little shaky. I don't know about all that. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm just trying to see if I could find a photo of him. John Tursack. Derek Chauvin inmate. See, but why is this saying something completely different? Yeah, that's a little weird to me. I'm just gonna move on from that because I don't want to bring nobody photo up that's truly not Kursak. But I seen an image of a black man. Anyway, let's move on. So the next thing I wanted to bring up, let's see where we at. Shit. Give me a second. So let's bring this up. I wanted to show. I thought this was a really cute video. This is Remy Ma and her daughter. I think her daughter is so cute and so funny and smart. Hold on a second. Let me go back because I don't want to play it yet until it starts. But I think her daughter is so cute. Hold on.
Sneakers. We got the same sneakers.
Yeah?
Yeah, we twins.
Hey, and we be bad. We be bad.
So cute.
I like your sneakers.
Life after Papoose, right?
We got the same
You know,
sneakers.
this always just brings to mind, and I'm happy that her daughter is in great spirits. Again, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Her and Papoose may see each other frequently, you know. Remy knows that her daughter loves Papoose. Let me tell you something I notice amongst women. I don't know if any of you ladies are guilty of this in the chat, but I watch a few different YouTubers and I noticed that when the father is in their life and then the father gives some sort of like they have a relationship with the mother, I'm telling you this, you have to be very aware of everything that's going on, right? When the father is in the daughter's life, and of course, you know, the mother's daughter, the father's daughter, right? So I notice sometimes that I don't want to call it jealousy, and especially if the woman didn't have her father in her life, but the way that little Reminisce was crazy about Papoose. That's why I felt like when Remy was in that interview with Gilly and them, she emasculated Papoose by saying that, you know, she knows who got the money. Like that to me, that was inappropriate. Like you don't demean no man like that. Like to me, basically, you call Papoose broke. So when she was like, you know, she always says that, oh, mommy, you're mean and this and that and daddy this, daddy that. I'm telling you, y'all might not admit it, women, or maybe some of you who like that balance and you're just so happy that your daughter does have a man and you know, the father in their life. But some of y'all do be jealous of your daughter for having a relationship with her own dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that Remy is, but what I felt is though when she made that comment saying that, you know, she gonna run to her dad, but she know who she gonna come to when she know who got the money. I was like, wow. So that was just a real eye opener to me. And then you know, thereafter, the relationship trauma and drama came out. Hold on a second. I want to bring this up next. So let me know if y'all seen this. So Tokyo Toni is always going off on somebody. Like, yo. So Tokyo Toni goes off on Beyonce. Why are you grooming our black children through your daughter? What does she mean by this though? Like when she said, why are you grooming our black children through your daughter? What does she mean by grooming them? I didn't really understand that. So let's just check this out real quick.
Try again. Girl, please. Get out of here. Scripted, made up pieces and portions. Dear Beyonce, Can you do me a favor? Can you go where Eldred went to the moon?
Oh,
Go there. Build your house there with your husband and your kids. And she go with him. They go over. Why are you grooming our Black children through your daughter?
what?
I don't care nothing about your beehive.
I fuck with her and she said, I don't fuck with Lotto, whatever the fuck her name is. Anybody Nicki don't like, I don't like. I don't fuck with Lotto, whatever the fuck her name is. Anybody Nicki don't like, I don't like. I was like, yeah, but I can't get with you on this at all.
Those little demons would get sprayed down with my mouth. Pure holy water.
What?
How do you feel knowing you are the person who you are today?
What's wrong with that?
This is not a condemning. This is a fact. You are like an artificial plant, literally and figuratively.
How's she artificial? Because she not online tweeting and you can't access Beyonce like that. You don't have access to her. You got to realize the girl is really before she's from, even though Beyonce, she's still young 40s. She's not from this era. Like I'm not from this era. You have to be like, pat yourself on the back for the people who've had the opportunity or the want to learn and to stay in the mix of social media and to stay up on certain things. Certain people, I know that y'all know a person that you went to high school with. Shout out to all of my 80s babies. You know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that you have some friends who are not on Facebook. They're not on any of that. They're just not. They don't really get into the social media thing. To me, I feel as though we came from the best era because we seen technology change before our eyes. And I feel as you get older, you should stay in tune in the loop with technology as it grows, because that's how you stay in, amongst the mix and, the progression. So it's like my mother retiring from her job and my aunt retiring. I speak to them, and this is a little thing that I say to them. I say, when's the last time you got on your computer? It's like, since they retired, they don't get on their computers no more. You ain't sending emails. Nope. I need to be in the mix. All I'm telling you, the way as I see myself growing through life and I get older, I'm going to stay in the mix and stay, because this is how you stay involved. This is how you stay fresh and on your toes with certain things. Like, you got to be in the mix. When you don't use it, you lose it. So I don't want to do that. But in regards to Beyonce in this situation, I don't think she's artificial because you can't reach her and she's not liking your tweet and doing anything like that. She is from a different era. And I also think Beyonce knows her power truly. Ain't no bitch. I don't give a fuck how many. Listen, I want to say this, it's from my heart. I don't care how good people make it seem like SZA is doing. SZA can't book no stadiums, especially without doing no videos. She can't do that. No matter how much she's winning on the R&B front, she is certain things you can't do. Listen, you know how many thousands of people are in the stadium? How many people fit in stadiums? Is that like 55,000 and plus and up? And to sell that out for multiple dates across seas, in states, and all of that, that's a huge deal. So if Beyonce is artificial, I want to be that. Fuck that, because I want to be it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's artificial where you can't reach a person and you're inaccessible, and it's kind of like she's kind of like reclusive, but I feel like when you're that powerful, you got to be in your own bubble. Anyway.
Dear.
All right. So that's that. Let's see what people are saying. So people said one is grooming their daughter the correct way while the other groomed hers into drug strip clubs. Tokyo, go to hell and leave them people alone. Ooh. Baby, where you at? Ooh, that kind of hit hard. That hit hard. And you know what I noticed on this blog is a reflection of the type of messy shit that Kyle is into. So that's Blueface mother. So then somebody said, sorry, she got a point. Y'all folks need to wake up. Shut up. Nurse, she out again. She ate. I love Tokyo. You know what I don't like about certain people online either? That they, if they like one thing that a person says, then they like all of the things that they said, and they think that they're right all the time when they really just not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's move on to Bad Baby. Listen, when I seen that she was pregnant before I even seen the guy that she was attached to, I said, I know that she pregnant by a black nigga. I know she pregnant by, she can't be black, and now she, she had a black nigga inside of her. Now she's having a black child. So of course she's gonna try to make collard greens now, just like Jeannie Mai. Oh, I forgot to bring up that gym. Let me do that on the side. But anyway, nonetheless, congratulations to Bad Baby. You knew that she was going to be having a black baby soon. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Are you really surprised by it? Are you really surprised that Bad Baby is pregnant by a black man? I mean, after all the niggas that she's been around constantly, again, congratulations. But I seen that shit coming. You knew exactly what was going to happen. I'm trying to look for this thing on the side. Where is it at? Yeah. So that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So Bad Baby, she's pregnant. She couldn't wait to get that black dick bust up inside of her brain so she could push her black baby out and talking about, I made cornbread. I made my macaroni and cheese with 2 eggs. I made collard greens. Oh, please. You would never be me. You could only resemble. Please, you know what I'm saying? They get a little piece of black dick and act like, oh, yeah. And wasn't she talking down on black? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Some white women, they will ride and testify and ride that black dick, but they don't like you. I'm telling you. People, oftentimes when I was younger, they would try to say that I was negative because of how I spoke my mind, no different from how I speak it today. But I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen black girls where they would fuck around with black niggas and they didn't have no black girlfriends. How do you fuck around with black niggas and you don't have no black girlfriends? Like, to me, that's kind of like you just want that dark skin rod or that brown skin caramel. You just want to see different colors just hitting up in your inside, but you don't really have no love for the race or anybody. You make comments about girls wearing weaves. You don't got no black friends. And if you do got a black friend, she's so damn washed, race washed, that she probably be around you talking about black people, and y'all exist too. And if you do exist, I can't get with those type of people who switch up on their own in front of white people. I can't get with that. So anyway, congratulations, I guess, So listen, I wanted to bring this up with Jeannie Mai. I did a video last night talking about Jeannie Mai keeping the baby away from Jeezy, and people was in the comments saying, why did you take Jeannie Mai's side? You need to stop doing that. I said, no, you need to do whatever you want to do, because the truth of the matter is, again, we don't know any of these people behind the scenes. All I said in my video last night, I gave a multiple perspectives. I said, could Jeannie be trying to keep him away because maybe Jeezy was wild behind the scenes? Maybe, who knows if he was domestic and it wasn't reported. How many women go through domestic disputes and shit like that with men and they don't report it? Everything doesn't get reported. Trust me, a lot. I wonder what that number is of how the percentage of how many women even report. So, or she could be being me, or she could just be being a bitch and trying to, limit the interaction between the child or whatever. I don't know what she's trying to do. Maybe she wants some sort of supervised visits. But people was in the comments. A lot of people left good comments, but some people was just like, why would you take her side? You need to stop doing that. No, you need to stop fucking doing that. Don't tell me what I need to do. Just like this girl got on my channel. She told me, you need to create a cooking channel, a workout channel, whatever, because you putting these topics in your title and you're not talking. She said it's misleading. And I said, last that I checked, I didn't have a channel manager. You know what I'm saying? I didn't appoint you, beseech you, and you're not obligated to watch. I can get up here and put Nicki Minaj goes to Paris and talk about my damn trip in Dubai. I can do whatever the fuck I want to. Some people are just so unhappy. What I would advise you to do is that a lot of people are doing commentary, especially if you have a valuable, opinion that people like. Start your own channel so I can come support you and critique you as well and tell you what not the fuck to talk about. People are crazy. The mind mix up bad in the blood clot brain. The mix up bad in the brain so bad. Anyway, so Jeannie Mai claims Jeezy allegedly cheated on her during their marriage. So prenup states that he has to pay up in the event of infidelity. So it sounds like she's trying to stick it to him where it hurts. So neighbors, the tea is hot. Yesterday, we reported that Jeezy filed court papers to implement a custody schedule for his daughter with Jeannie Mai, who said that she makes cornbread and collard greens, and she really don't like. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go off to that and just make that a part of everything. But all of these biracials and mixed, they always want to say, "I made collard greens." No, the fuck you didn't. Anyway, Jeannie Mai due to schedule his daughter with Jeannie Mai due to Jeannie allegedly keeping. He said she was gatekeeping, keeping their daughter away from him. Well, now Jeannie is firing back at Jeezy with her own counterclaim that accuses him of being unfaithful in their relationship. And you know what it is too? A lot of moms, they don't want their daughters around no other bitches. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay, you got to go. Ain't no other chicks getting your dough. She gonna make sure she ring the alarm on that motherfucker. I guarantee you. Yep. She's so ever getting bold. He gonna love that shit, I know. Oh, she trying to do a shakedown. You better listen. She's trying to do a shakedown. She's trying to get that money. Get them niggas for all you can. You getting paid, young fucker, man. What Trina say? I'm a badass bitch, nigga. That's why your dough gone. That's why your weed in the ozone. What was the name of that song from the first album? Anyway, let's continue. See, this is why it is good sometimes for me to do uploads because I could be more on track, but I like to go live so I could just say all types of crazy shit. So anyway, um, she accused him of being unfaithful in a relationship. According to the documents obtained by TMZ, Jeannie's lawyer filed a motion that directly insinuates that Jeezy cheated on Jeannie Mai, and he will have to pay. Literally, her lawyers writes, wife reserves the right to amend his counterclaim to add other grounds for the divorce, but which wife does not wish to specify herein at the time, and hope that this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. So yeah, that's going down. She trying to hit him in the pockets now. She want that support. So, wife further shows that the court should enforce paragraph 8 of the prenuptial agreement according to infidelity, which provides in pertinent part that in the event of either party engages in sexual relations. See, this is why I'm saying Jeezy cheated on her and then he picked her. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why like the channels of the Cynthia G's is so important, like the Cynthia G's and the Tanya TKO and all of them, because they really open my eyes to some shit that no matter what these niggas do and they get with these in quotation preferences, they still treat them the same way. You seen that damn football player still ragged her, beating her ass and doing that. And I know that this might sound wrong, right? But a lot of the black girls, they be like, let them go with them preferences and let them do that shit to them. We took enough of that pain for the years. They be thinking that they so different and she got them slanted eyes and the nigga gonna do, he gonna do right by me, especially if I could, hopefully I could try to cook the way that, that the black girls cook, let me try to make them some collard greens. They got it bad with them collard greens and that cornbread, and especially trying to do the macaroni and cheese. I don't care what nobody say. There is a soulful way of making macaroni and cheese, and if you can't make it, you can't make it. And just because, listen, there will always be, you know what? I want to say this. I don't know how you feel, but I had a Latina friend and I understood her. I felt her 100%. Let me tell you what she said to me. And this is kind of like I have the same ideal when it comes to this, right? She would say, you know what? I can't lie to you. I love my Puerto Rican men. She said, I don't really like black guys like that, but she didn't say it in a racist way. But in the same sense, I feel you because I'm only attracted to African American or people, African black people, point blank. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you're from, that's what I'm attracted to. If you want to be completely honest, is say I fell for somebody who was, I don't even think that I could fall for somebody who's white, but say I would be pretending in a relationship with a person who was non-black, and what would happen? Every night that I would go to bed, I would feel incomplete, and I would probably look for ways to get out of the situation. Just to be honest with you, my mom raised me to love our own and to be pro-black, and I really don't see anything outside of that. And the crazy thing about it is, you might think that I'm lying when it comes to this, but I remember it was a point where I couldn't really tell. Like, I used to feel so crazy because I would say that certain white girls, I'd be like, oh, she looks nice or she's cute. And then other people were like, that bitch is fucking ugly. So when I was younger, I used to think I can't really tell if white people are attractive or not. I can tell if they got nice teeth or, something like that. But that's just not where my heart is at. I'm not attracted to anything but African American or black people, to be honest with you. It's just I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel right getting married to an Asian and then dealing with that for the rest of my life and having to wake up. No, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with Asian people, but I love my own. It's a lot of people who love their race and their kind, and I'm just one of those people who do. So shout out to my friend Jessica. You know, she used to say that shit. She was like, I ain't going, because all the black guys would try to talk to her. She was like, I ain't trying to be funny. She was like, I love my Puerto Rican men. She was like, I don't ever see myself being with a black guy, but it wasn't on no, oh, I don't fuck with niggas or some shit like that. Her friend fucked with black guys, got a baby by a black guy. You know what I'm saying? But she did not fuck with them. And the thing about it is Jeezy went over there, tried to pick her like she was chosen. He still dog walked her ass and still cheated on her. You know, let's see. So the agreement infidelity provides pertinent part that in the event either party engages in sexual relations in an emotional relationship or an emotionally sexually suggestive. And my thing is, Jeezy, if you know your ass was a dog, why the fuck did you even sign this shit? Why did you even have this paperwork drafted? If you knew that you was not going to stick to it, you know that, listen, maybe is Jeezy, what is Jeezy's net worth? Maybe he can just handle it financially. Let me go over here. What's his net worth? But maybe he can just handle it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jeezy net worth. And this should be wrong sometime online, but let me see. 10 million? I would have thought it would have been higher than that. Shit, Nas is like almost 100 million. Anyway, so yeah, so that's in their prenuptial agreement. He can't have a sexual relationship, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with a third party. Ooh, those are some strict stipulations. With a third party via all forms of electronic communications. Who agreed to this? Yo, wouldn't it be strange if he's the one who put this in there thinking that she was the cheater? That's gonna be crazy. Yo. Not limited texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and other direct messages. Ooh, this is like a jail. It's like this is why I try to tell you, these celebrities is living in glorified jail cells. They're little LA homes and living in these gated communities. They're prisoners. They are prisoners. Like, I've never seen anything. You know what? Maybe I've never read a prenuptial agreement. Like, I know that when Beyonce got married to Jay-Z, it was something in there saying that if he cheated or something, that she gets like so much, she gets an amount of money. But I never heard it like, being tailored in this way. I got to read that again just to make sure that I understand. So it says, impertinent part that the event that either party engages in sexual relations, which is understandable, an emotional relationship. So you could just be talking to somebody at work and just be like, oh, he could be talking to a bitch at the record label. And then she, I guess that goes into the texting and shit like that. So you really got to just keep that shit off the grid. So an emotional relationship or is an emotionally sexually suggestive in communication with a third party. This sounds like a damn jail cell. A third party via all forms of electronic communication. So that means emails, text messages, sexting, FaceTime, social media, direct messages shall result in significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. In other words, Jeannie Mai doesn't want to put all their business on Front Street, so she's trying to keep it cute. But essentially, she's asking the judge to award her money and their divorce due to the infidelity clause in their prenuptial agreement. She didn't provide any details about who he cheated on her with or when, but it's clear she wants the bag. Give me that bag, give me that bag. I always back for the bag. People looking at me different. People looking at me funny. I had to put some distance. Had to keep these snake niggas from me. I've been going for a minute because I've been getting to the money. So listen, let me know what y'all think about that situation. First and foremost, I want to say this when it comes to Jeannie Mai being cheated on, right? How can she, when say it's a stipulation like that in a prenuptial agreement. How do you prove? Does that mean that you have to print something out? Because you know these niggas be hiding their phones. You can't even get in their phones. They got a code or they got a phone that they hide. You know, somebody like Jeezy, you know, he probably got that rap money, do shows and shit like that. So I can imagine just like Offset, they probably got multiple cars. Who knows? Let me tell you how people are so slick that you can't, like, I know how people lie. I know how they slick and get around. These niggas can have multiple phones. They can have a phone in a car that you don't even use the car like that. He can have the phone under the seat of an old ass car. So it's like it'll be hard for you to get in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to find it. I never forget when one of my brothers, his baby mom, she caught a phone. She's like, "Oh, you got two phones?" Yep, she raided that shit and found some dirt in it too. It's like these niggas always be getting themselves in trouble. Like they get themselves into trouble. It never fails. But I want to know if for her to be awarded in this case, how is she going to prove that he cheated? Because this can literally just be hearsay. You understand what I'm saying? It could be hearsay. Where's that post that I wanted to bring up while I'm on here with this dumbass Saucy Santana? Give me a second. Because, you know, they love to post them over on the Neighborhood Talk. They probably got some sort of package deal. Like, Kyle, post me on your motherfucking blog. You know that I'm one of the girls like you, because this is the only place that he really gets pressed like this, to be honest with you. So Santana clarifies his comments about preferring women with BBLs. This is what I'm trying to tell you, ladies. I ain't trying to be funny. I have love for everybody. I have friends within all backgrounds of this world, right? But a lot of gay men are very misogynistic, the way that they will talk about you and down you, the way that the way that they view you. You know, they want you to think that they're not a threat and that they actually get along with you and shit like that. This is not the first time that Saucy Santana did something like this, where it was just a little off-putting. First and foremost, it was very misogynistic the way that he talked about Beyonce and her damn daughter. You know what I'm saying? I just like Saucy Santana. I'm one of those people. Once you just put a bad taste in my mouth, I won't like anything else that you do. And I see the toxicity that he brings. And he's a clout chaser. You know, he's a clout chaser because I remember even with the Terry Joe, was finding his own wave, his or her own way on TikTok. He had to find a way to fancy himself up in that. Your music ain't fucking selling. You dick ride the city girls who ain't even really selling like that. So it's like, what the fuck it is? What it is, ho? What's up? Like what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? When is your next catch? That's what you need to be fucking worried about. So anyway, Santana clarifies that his comments about preferring women with BBLs, it's even hard to even like grasp that he said that. Preferring women with BBLs and heavy glam versus natural women, says that he grew up loving women who kept themselves up, so he gravitates towards bad bitches. Wow. You mean what you tried to create yourself into? Anyway, let's run it.
When it comes down to being a bad bitch, to me, I like
He want to tell you how to be a bad bitch, but he's not even a woman. You know, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who it offends. I miss the early 2000s where even if you were, and listen, I know that there's a lot of things with like inclusivity was like including people, was it inclusivity, whatever that shit is called. But I miss the days where people were just more discreet and more just be a man about it. I miss those days like where people were more discreet. Niggas wasn't out here calling themselves bad bitches, and you're not a girl. And it's like, I don't believe in saying that being that you like the same sex is that's a mental illness. But when you literally look before your eyes and it's a man with a full face of makeup on with nails on saying that bad bitch this, and you got a dick in between your legs, it's a little weird to me. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you, I don't want to offend nobody, but it's like some slow class shit to me, really. Let's just play this and get through it.
super glam girls, Barbies. I remember growing up as a kid, and I would get shooed out the room like, hey, go play the game, go do something, because I would want to sit and watch all of the women get ready and do their makeup and put on their blush and their heels and their best clothes. I remember being in high school, me and my friends and my cousins was kenning the dolls, and I would make them dress up, and we would walk to the park by the projects. They'll have on 6-inch heels, and I would be over living for them. I just always loved Barbie doll.
So be a stylist. You know what I'm saying? Be a stylist, because it sounds like you highly fascinated. Be a stylist so that way you could get your shit off by dressing them up. But making comments in the way that you do about like BBLs and heavy glam versus natural women, you mean that's why you always got makeup on? Because it's like, who do you even really look like? A lot of people, when they take that makeup off, they look washed out. Like, damn, it's like you trying to wear the makeup like the women. You got the nails like what?
Girls, high, heavy, glam girls. That's just my preference. That don't make nobody else less than or natural girls.
And these the niggas who want to tell you that you not sexy and they don't like what you got on and shit like that. Shout out to Azealia Banks, even though I don't like a lot of her views, but I remember at least over 10 years ago, she did this interview and she was just like, how the fuck is a man going to tell me how to be sexy? Like, how are you going to tell me how to, how to be as a woman? And a lot of these niggas, they overstep their boundary. They be giving advice and saying all types of, but you know what? I like when people speak because it shows their true views and their true scope. What I glean from this is that Saucy Santana, he's just not really intelligent. He's just not. And he just will say anything to be in the mix. He had that little ride with DJ Academics, and now he happy to even be posted on the blog. But this is not the way. I'm telling you, this is not the way.
Not that. It's just a
anyway, let's move on.
It comes down, I think now with like me being a rapper and just society and Instagram.
Then he said that shit to Armand, talking about he get paid $30,000-$40,000 for a show. Let me tell you something from a person who can't be bamboozled, right? Growing up in New York, I was friends with multiple promoters, and I want to tell you what goes into the package of getting booked and making money as an artist, right? Sexy Red is probably getting 30 to 40,000. You want to know why? Because she got multiple songs out. She got a song with Nicki. That fucking Nicki, she done took the ball and ran with it since Nicki. Now she got a song with Drake. Oh, you got to pay that bitch 30, 40,000 every time you touch that stage. Saucy saying what plays into it is your Billboard positioning, your hits, your relevancy. Saucy Santana ain't getting no $30,000, $40,000 a fucking show at all. He said that shit to Armand, talking about you could open up for me or some shit. Nigga, you're performing at festivals. You're not the headliner. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're not the headliner. And if you are, they not paying. I'm telling you. Based on, I remember, I know promoters, even when Remy Ma was performing, when, back then, Jadakiss, Remy Ma, like artists had different levels when it came to the payment, right? I promise you, it was different levels. Jadakiss would stay upstate New York doing shows. Jadakiss range was probably between $7,000 to $10,000. Jadakiss really didn't hit hard, but Fabulous, Fabulous had "I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together." I want you to think about Fabulous. He had way more hits than Jada. You know what the promoter told me? Oh, Fabulous cost at least 20, 25 to book him. That was back then, 25,000. Saucy Santana ain't got no steam out here to get 20, 25,000 for no motherfucking perform. He ain't even got that steam to get 20, 25,000. If they are, what they booking him for on that Pride shit, on some shit where they got a budget from the city to just throw at artists and some shit like that. Is that where he getting it? But I'm telling you, he's not $30,000 to $40,000, because if you can't even get streams on your song, I want you to think about it in this way. It's like the drug game, right? Say you had a person like, let's just get a comparison, Megan Thee Stallion, and you got Nicki Minaj. Both of them drop an album the same day and they're under the same label. What record label? I want you to think about, you look at it as drugs and like you're moving it. Who's going to move the work and shit like that? So you got Megan Thee Stallion, you got Nicki Minaj. Based on prior performance, who do you think the label is going to put 100,000 physical copies in the store? 100. Let's fuck 100,000. Who do you think that they would chance putting 500,000 physical copies in stores across America, based off physical sales, based off data, historic data, and just history off of Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion? Who you think they're going to give it to? They're gonna give that shit to Nicki because she's a seller and it's gonna be proven. She might not sell out the full 500,000 within the first week, but she gonna hit a dent in that motherfucker. It's kind of like when Remy came out with her first album, and I remember her doing interviews, and she was like, I couldn't even sell a lot of units my first week if I wanted to, because the album wasn't even everywhere. They didn't ship that many units. Because if your buzz is not crazy, they're not gonna ship 1 million units because you ain't gonna bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Think about consignment. Like, and when niggas fuck with the hustlers and they go get a pack from them and flip it. If you ain't moving no work, we ain't putting it out. We ain't giving it to you like that. So Saucy Santana, he's just a fucking fraud to me. Let's continue.
I wouldn't say BBL is the standard. I would say that we see it a lot. And for me, that's something that I like. Almost.
He wants you to get on the table and put your life at risk so you could jump around his fucking music video that ain't going nowhere. Imagine that. Imagine that.
A lot of the girls I'm around have BBLs. I went and got a BBL. I just think it's raw. I'm infatuated with strippers. Anybody know me know I go in a strip club and make it flood because I love bad bitches. I love lashes, weave, body done, small waist, stripper heels, white toes.
But you know, he says he loves all of these things without giving the nuance about, you know, the different dangers and the threats of having these procedures. You know what I'm saying? There's always a nuance to everything. And you don't know who he's inspiring. He could be inspiring somebody who got high blood pressure through the roof. Or Santana said this, or even the gay guys who like him, like, oh, he got his body done, I'm gonna run and get mine. And you might not have a success story, or I mean, is it really success? Is it really success? I don't like when people talk about things like, especially when they have negative impact that comes with it. You just love bad bitches. You like BBLs, and it's just nauseating at this point. Let me get this motherfucker off my screen because I don't. Oh shit, I wasn't. You know what? Oh my god, hold on, yo. Even though let me see. He's literally explaining. Did y'all hear anything? Because I didn't even have this up on the screen. Oh my fucking god. Damn. That's what happens when you yap. Anyway. Let's just finish this one clip out, and then I'm gonna move on.
I just love bad bitches. It don't take away from natural girls. I grew up with my first girlfriend. I'm in love with Brianna. Natural, no fillers, no body done had kids and some other shit. I still love her. Like I just think that it's just everybody have a preference of what they like. I think now with like me being a rapper and just society and Instagram, I wouldn't say BBL is the standard. I would say that we see it a lot. And for me, that's something.
Let's read the comments because I can't listen to the peanut gallery. So in all, he wants you to get a BBL, and he prefers that. He likes people who have BBLs and surgeries, but again, he won't give the nuance of the dangers that it brings and that the potential risk to your health. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to look. He's stupid. He's short bus. Like, nah. Like, let me tell you, a lot of people, not everybody, but I've had the opportunity to be around some people who just have some piss poor pathologies from like that lifestyle too. Like I remember my friend, my cousin who actually lives in Atlanta. She has this male friend, and he was telling us one time when we was here going to on the run tour, he was telling us how Kim Kardashian is just as she's Princess Diana or some shit like that. I looked at this motherfucker and I said, the delusion. A lot of y'all motherfuckers are crazy. You crazy just for the stupid shit that you say. And if anybody takes advice from Santana and take that shit as Bible, please. So somebody say, y'all made BBLs feel like the badge of honor in today's world. Natural women, please know that we don't need Santana approval. Exactly. I wouldn't take advice from anyone that looks like Rick Ross with a BBL series. Anyway, why are we listening to a gay man's opinion? Everything they do is over dramatized version of what they feel women should look like anyway. Oh. And then you know what? This will be the secret conversation behind the scenes. How like you see for an example, where they'll be like, women are homophobic if they say something like that. It's the truth. And a lot of these people is just fucking crazy. Like, I'm over this one. Let me get this motherfucker out of here. Actually, let me just move on to the next thing that I'm bringing up. But yeah, if you still here, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. Do that. So let me bring this up real quick. So this guy, he came out Columbus short blasting Diddy. He's saying that I'm snitching. He tried it on me. So I'm assuming that he's saying that Diddy tried to fuck with him. Give me a second. Do I want to land there first? because I know there was something else that I was also. Let me go here first. So, y'all remember the story that came out about Diddy's former head of security? His page got deleted and everything. He was popping shit about Diddy online with the Cassie situation. Then he went ghost. Now all of a sudden he's coming back and trying to make it, lighten the blow with saying that, Diddy and Cassie fought like everybody else. Anyway, so this is the message he posted prior. So Diddy's former head of security, who Cassie says cried with her after witnessing abuse, speaks out. I seen it, saw it, and was involved with it for years. So this is not meant to be threats or snitching. He said this prior. This is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else. This is me telling my truth as I truly remember it for two reasons only. First, because I have 4 daughters. So on all dudes, my truth as I seen it, saw it, and was involved with it for years. So that's when he was singing a different tune a few days ago. And then he made this video as well.
When you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person, you find every excuse to get out of there. And I got diabetes. So my excuse was, I can't be with you every day. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm losing weight. I'm doing that. But in reality, it was, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that was going on around you. I was sick of having to cover up everything that you did. I was sick.
Mm.
Cassie spoke on it. She said, yeah, I jumped on it. I jumped in between it. That wasn't the only time. It was other times. And it was other people. There comes a time when you're in a situation that may seem like a good situation, but if you're not waking up happy, or if you disgruntled, or you really don't want to be around that person.
All right. So that was that. So then Diddy's former bodyguard Instagram disappears amidst admitting he allegedly saw Diddy assault multiple people. So that was that. And then today he dropped this video. Diddy's former bodyguard returns to Instagram with a new message. I saw Cassie and Diddy fight just like everybody else fights.
I seen Cassie and Diddy fight. Yeah, I seen them fight just like everybody else fight. Just like I fight. Just like y'all fight with your man and y'all fight with your girl. Well, I got a few minutes. This ain't about nothing, yo.
What?
I seen Cassie and Diddy fight.
So that was his message, just like he seen y'all fight, just like I fight.
Yeah,
what?
I seen them fight just like everybody else fight. Just like I fight. Just like y'all fight with your man and y'all fight with your girl. Well, I got a few minutes. This ain't about nothing, yo. I seen Cassie and Diddy fight.
All right. All right, so that's that. So then today, this other man comes out, Columbus Short. He blasts Diddy saying, I'm snitching. He tried it on me too. And that's why I put in the title is Diddy. You know how many people try to, even back in my day, you got to remember, I was in fucking 9th grade in 1997, 98. I remember my 9th grade teacher, I never forget her saying Puff Faggy, like saying the F word, calling him Puff Faggy, because there was rumors back then of that Usher situation. Like these rumors go on they go back years and years and years. So anyway, Columbus Short blasts Diddy saying that he's snitching, but listen to what he said, like in regards to what Diddy did.
I'm snitching in the kitchen.
Let me know if you think this is real also.
Diddy. Gotta tell on him. He tried it on me. So I know it's true. I was married, my ex-wife. I got a phone call in the middle of the night, about 2:30 in the morning. It was, my wife says, pick up the phone. It was an unknown number. Pick up the phone. What bitch is calling you? Who's calling you? Picked up the phone. I was Diddy. And he said, hey man, we didn't see what the BET Awards. What you doing? I'm like, I'm in bed with my wife. He said, I'm at the Beverly Hills Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, what's up? I said, who over there? He said, just me.
try and get that dick on the low. I believe it, especially with him telling Cassie to get guys with big black dicks. See, I believe that Diddy, he probably played separately. He didn't play with Cassie, so she wouldn't have that much dirt on him. But he got a rise out of seeing her fuck with big black dicks. Best believe that, with them white nails on. He got a rise out of that. That's some gay shit. Why wouldn't you tell her to get, and there's nothing wrong with it if that's what his preference is, but why you hiding behind her to get a nigga with a big dick? Like, why wouldn't you want to get another girl so that y'all can have a threesome so you could put it on her? To me, that just it screams it. It's very blatant.
I'm snitching. I'm snitching in the kitchen. Diddy. Gotta tell on him. He tried it on me. So I know it's true. I was married, my ex-wife. I got a phone call in the middle of the night, about 2:30 in the morning. It was, my wife says, pick up the phone. It was an unknown number. Pick up the phone.
He calling. He want that pussy batter. These dumbass niggas with shit for brains eating niggas seafood platter, and they call, and they want that pussy batter. They call.
What bitch is calling you? Who's calling you? Picked up the phone. It was Diddy. And he said, hey man, we didn't see what the BET Awards. You know, what you doing? I'm like, I'm in bed with my wife. He said, I'm at the Beverly Hills Hilton, the Beverly Hills Hotel. I said, what's up? I said, who over there?
You want to fuck in them high price hotels. That's what you want to do? You want to fuck in them high price, them $3,000 suites, them $10,000 suites. Them niggas want to fuck with luxury.
He said, just me. I'm snitching.
All right, so that's that. And then I don't know if you were on, like, listen, I'm more into music than I am actors and actresses. So Columbus Short is an American actor and choreographer. He choreographed Britney Spears. Oh, so he's been around Britney Spears Onyx Hotel Tour and worked with Brian Friedman. So you think you could dance? Oh, so Diddy got an eye for these niggas. And he looked like he got some moisturized skin too. He is best known for his roles in Stomp the Yard, Cadillac Records, Armor. Oh, he been around. The Losers. He previously starred in the series Regular an ABC drama Scandal as Harrison Wright on April 26, 2014. It was announced that Short would leave Scandal after 3 seasons with the show. So he's an actor. So of course Diddy is on that. Give me a second while I search something. I almost want to look something up. I just want to see if they I want to see if they were ever linked before. So let me put Diddy Columbus Short. Let's see if they are ever in the tabloids. That was just 7 hours ago. No, that's pretty much it. Diddy's excellent. Kim Porter. Yeah, I don't see anything else linking them together. I was trying to look to see if there was anything else on him and Columbus Short, but I couldn't find anything else. So give me 1 second. Just looking over. All right, I couldn't find anything else. So yeah, let's see, what time is this? 1:15. Damn, y'all still here. So yes, please make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat before I go into my next story. And of course, he was calling you at 2:30. He calling. He want that pussy batter. He just call. He was just calling them unknown number. Like Diddy. Then they say that J-Lo, she was trying to search and trying to find him when he was missing in the hotels and stuff like that. Yeah, he was in them undisclosed areas allegedly. I'm pretty sure people do a lot of dirt outside of you and they don't want you to know everything because you can't have an account of it. Now, we had enough account of what he requested by telling her that he wanted to see big black D's and white fingernails. Like, that got to be some sicko shit. Like, that's crazy. Why he ain't just suck the dick in front of, like, to me personally, if you're going to say all of that, if you requesting big dicks, then just suck that motherfucker in front of her. This is what you do. You suck that motherfucker dick. What is that shit from Cheryl Underwood that I had? Hold on. Clap if you think this is bull motherfucking shit. Hold on a second. Let me try to find that video. Flip mode the Imperio. You know it like it when you see it in a video. Please make sure that you support the channel. The Cash App is on the screen. Oh, let me shout out to people during the week who supported my channel as well. All right. Shout out to Shanique. You always support me. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jasmine, Reggie, low key. Shout out to you as well. Samantha R. Shout out to you. You sent me something earlier. I think the other ones I kind of responded to already. Samantha. Yeah. I think the other ones I already responded to them. I think I responded to Samantha too. All right. But yeah, support the channel. Cash App is on the screen. I appreciate all of y'all for being up tonight. Thumbs up the video. You know, if you can't super chat, thumbs up the video. Share the video. I appreciate that as well. So, what was I looking for? See, I done got damn distracted. Oh, I was looking for, yeah. Let me go over here and look for Cheryl Underwood. I don't want to play it on the screen because I know that they're gonna hit me with a copyright. The last time I played it, they hit me with a copyright. But you know what, Diddy? You got to start sucking that dick. You got to start sucking that dick. Hold on. What'd she say? Hold on. That's what you know what I'm saying? Diddy craving all of these dicks and white painted fingernails, and she wanted to see he just wanted to see Cassie jostle the dick with her hands, just jostling it with them white pretty nails on, just jostling, just you know, stroking it, emotions, and like, come on, Diddy, you should have just been involved with it. Like, I don't understand. Like, to me, that would have been and maybe Cassie was holding back in the information revealed. Maybe she does know more, but she just kind of left it in the way that she did. But to me, shit, she kind of embarrassed him. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you? Ha ha hoo hoo. Where'd you get the money to? Greedy, greedy, greedy. Tried to have your cake and eat it too. Let's go on to Jussie Smollett. I don't know why this nigga just ain't do his 150 days, but he tried not to do the 150 days because he just wanted to save face and he wanted to let them know he's a fighter. I am a fighter. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna work harder. This nigga made this whole elaborate story up and still tried to take the shit to the appellate court. And they ain't feel it more. So Jussie Smollett loses appeal for his 150-day jail conviction. Will likely head back to serve to the slammer. He going back to the slammer to serve his time. So neighbors, it looks like Jussie Smollett will most likely be heading back to the slammer. His attempt to appeal his conviction was officially unsuccessful after the judge panel ruled against him. I want to actually bring up this article from the Associated Press. Let me bring this up real quick. From Messy Jesse. Get this shit off my screen. What's wrong with these bastards? What's wrong with you assholes? You're an asshole. Hold on. Look at Messy Jesse. See, what it was that I personally believe from the beginning is that stop this shit. Yo, get this shit off my screen. So with Jesse, I don't know all the details, because let me tell you something. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I watched Empire for maybe the first few. I ain't even gonna say the first season. I'm one of those people. I'm very terrible at following seasons of things. I don't like anything that's organized where I have to follow and come back every week and shit like that, unless it's some shit like related to music or in a hip hop type of fun way. I just didn't enjoy Empire. I didn't enjoy waiting for the weekly buildup and how people used to be stuck to it like glue. I probably watched the first 12 episodes. I'll give you that. After that, I fell off that shit. So I know that people were saying back then that Jesse, he was getting off the show, and I believe that he needed a gimmick to keep his name. He needed something to keep, to keep the motion going. So an appeals court upheld the disorderly conduct convictions Friday of actor Jussie Smollett, who was accused of staging a racist, homophobic attack against himself in 2019 and lying about it to Chicago police. Damn, That's fucking crazy. So Smollett, who appeared in the TV show Empire, challenged the role of the special prosecutor jury selection evidence to many other aspects of the case, but all were turned aside in a 2-1 opinion from the Illinois Appellate Court. Smollett had reported to police that he was a victim of racist and homophobic attack by 2 men wearing ski masks. The search for the attackers soon turned into an investigation of Smollett himself, leading to his arrest and charged in the arrest on charges he had orchestrated the whole thing. And I think that he inspired this woman in Chicago, this police officer who recently was she said that somebody robbed her, police officer. Let me pull this up on the side while we reading this article, because I want to police officer Chicago lied about robbery. Yeah, she lied about her robbery. Robbery. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to do that while we was reading this article, but yeah, we gotta. Yep. She lost her job. She was inspired by Jesse. This one right here. She was inspired by Messy Jesse. I don't know why she lied like they wouldn't find out. Oh my God. I don't know why she lied. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Chicago cop loses job, charged with falsely claiming she was robbed of $5K by armed suspects. What Tagwan? Like, what Tagwan with the people that mix up bad in the damn mind? What the hell is this? Oh, some damn ad. All right, so Smollet, yeah, orchestrated wearing ski masks. The search for the attackers soon turned into an investigation of Smollett himself, leading to the arrest on the charges he had orchestrated the whole thing. Son, like my mom would say back in the day, I thought that this was so crazy. She wouldn't just say "you son of a bitch." She'd say "son of a bitch" and "bastard." Like, damn, you son of a bitch and bastard. This nigga just lied, and his family is rallying and riding behind him too. But families do that. They're gonna support you even to your detriment sometimes. But listen, you got to fall back. Sit that ass down. So anyway, authorities said that he paid 2 men he paid 2 men who he knew from work on Empire, and that was fucking stupid too. Why would you hire 2 men that work? Now this makes you look even worse. Come on, Messy Jesse, which filmed it in Chicago. Prosecutors said that Smollett told the men what slurs to shout and to yell that he was in MAGA County, a reference to Donald Trump's presidential campaign slogan. A jury convicted Smollett in 2021 on 5 felony accounts of disorderly conduct, a charge that can be filed in Illinois when a person lies to police. He now will have to finish the 150-day stint in jail that was a part of his sentence. Smollett spent just 6 days in jail while his appeal was pending. He should have just did the whole bid. You would have been home by now, dum-dum. He should have just did the whole bid. Like, Smollett lawyers for Smollett, who is a black and gay, have publicly claimed that he was the target of racist justice system and people playing politics. How? We are preparing to escalate this matter to the Supreme Court, Smollett spokesperson Holly Baird said, referring to the Illinois highest court and noting that the opinion at the appellate court wasn't unanimous. Come on, motherfucker. It is what it is. See, this is all a reputation fight at this point. They're trying to do damage. Damage control. That's what it is. Appellate Justice Virginia Lau would have thrown out the conviction. She said was fundamentally unfair to appoint a special prosecutor and charge Smollett when he had already performed community service as part of the 2019 deal with the Cook County prosecutors to close the case. It was common sense that Smollett was bargaining for a complete resolution of the matter, not simply a temporary one, Lau said. So Special Prosecutor Dan Webb was appointed to look into why the case was dropped. A grand jury subsequently restored charges against Smollett in 2020, and Webb concluded there were substantial abuses of discretion in the state attorney's office during the earlier round. Yeah, abuses that they was probably trying to work around. Yeah, you niggas is not slick. You're not getting no. Yeah. Fuck this small talk. So Smollett was not immune to a fresh round of charges. Appellate Justices David Navarro and Mary Ellen Coughlin said in the majority opinion. All right. The record does not contain any evidence that prosecutors agreed Smollett would not be further prosecuted in exchange for forfeiting his bond and performing community service. These niggas try to get away with shit, but it is what it is, Smollett. You lied. Take your ass in the slammer with them niggas, with them, and just get that shit over with. You could have already been out by now. But I'm telling you, it's all performative because they need to do damage control based on his career, his future potential that they think that he has. From what I gleaned from this story is that Jussie Smollett is crafty. You know, he's what my friends from Brooklyn used to call back in the day that he participates in craft. He's crafty. To me, you orchestrated this whole plot for who the hell is this? You orchestrated this whole plot and planned you planned and plotted this whole shit out. Imagine if this did go through and how he would have been probably celebrated that, wow, what, you heard what happened to Jussie? But then it came out that the motherfucker messy. Hold on a second. A man yelling. Hold on. This is from the Citizens app. What was this? I can't read the whole story. A video submitted to Citizens Police detaining a man on the ground yelling, "I can't breathe. Viewer discretion is advised." Man, I don't want to see that right now. So yeah, you know, messy Jesse, time is up and it's just time to move on. You know what I'm saying? Just point blank. So the next thing I want to go into is the whole Keke Palmer and ex Darius Jackson agreed to postpone court dates so they can attend mediation. Who do y'all think that this was on? Do y'all think that Keke Palmer is the one who called for the mediation? Now, what I want to say is this, based on the phone conversations with Keke and her mother and the way that they would be talking to Darius and shit like that, let me tell you something. Now, I don't know Darius, I don't know Keke. But if a person wants to, and the crazy thing about it is that I kind of felt something like this was going to happen because Keke shared those still shots and she gave a statement saying what was done to her. But the thing is that we really don't know, even though I want to believe her and I want to support her because just based off of like the disposition of Darius, I felt like he used to just look really dopey, like the way that he would show up with her on red carpets and shit like that. I just felt like I don't know. It's kind of like a child to me, in my opinion. But one thing you have to realize that nowadays we're in the times where imagine that's Keke Palmer and, you know, she's a celebrity, a public figure or whatever, right? Sometimes people want to beat you down and hurt you behind the scenes just because of who you are. So I wouldn't like if he was as aggressive or, causing harm to her, like the way that she said it, if that wasn't truly a lie, like what would a person would listen, I ain't putting nothing past nobody. A person will hurt their child to hurt you. They will hurt you. They will hurt your child to hurt you. That's what I truly believe. So I don't know what this mediation shit is all about, but I wanted to read this article on from People magazine in regards to this. So Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson have requested to delay their restraining order hearing. In November, the Nope actress 30 was granted her request for a temporary domestic violence restraining order and temporary sole custody of their 9-month son, Leotis Leo Andrelton. A hearing has been set for Tuesday, December 5th, and Darius, 29, was prohibited from all contact with them by being required to stay more than 100 yards away from Palmer and their son. According to, what's so crazy? I had to just say this right now, right? You remember when Cardi had did that shit to Nicki where she took that shoe and threw it at her? Now, it would have been pussy on, the industry would have looked at it and the street people would have took the credit away from Nicki as pussy. But if that was a situation with white people and somebody threw a shoe and tried to attack a person, that white person probably would have got a restraining order. Cardi would have not been able to come to any events at all because I can imagine that when you are high profile celebrity like that, you can't really attend events. Like if a person is going to be there and if you have to be 100 yards away from an individual, that means that she could have really just iced her out of everything, like by trying to attack her. But Nicki is not pussy and she's from the streets, so we know how that goes. I just thought about that because I think about that a lot when I just think about Cardi and what she tried to do to Nicki and then Rob pounced on her ass. You know what I'm saying? But if she really wanted to, she could have got a restraining order. But you know, in hip hop, this is hip hop. The streets won't respect that, and it would have been like, "Oh, Nicki is pussy. Like, why she get a restraining order on Cardi, and now she can't go to no events?" But shit, when people want to ruin, if Nicki was really a bitch like that, she could have did that shit. Anyway, back to Keke. According to the court filing from this week, the exes requested to have the court date rescheduled in order to allow parties time to attend mediation. The parties request that the mediation and petitioner's DVRO be continued to a mutually agreeable date. They originally had ordered they originally had court-ordered mediation set for November 29. Palmer and Jackson also agreed that the orders outlined in the temporary restraining order shall remain in full force and effect until the rescheduled hearing, according to the documents obtained by People. So Keke will continue to protect her safety and the safety of Leo above all else, says the source, adding that actress agreed to mediation because the case had gotten so much speculation and media attention, and she is concerned about her privacy, Leo's privacy, and the privacy of her family. So the source says that her preference is to resolve the situation privately rather than in open court if possible. But if not possible, the hearing remains on the calendar, and Keke will stop at nothing to ensure a safe and healthy outcome for herself and Leo. So it does sound like that she is, trying to get away from him. I think that she's trying to get away from him. Shout out to Sean who just cashed at me. Thank you. Yo, I keep saying this thing about Cash App. Let me respond back. I keep saying this thing about Cash App, but like people got Cash App cards, but I don't know. I'd rather have a bank account. Let me hit you back. Yo, let me hit you back. I told you hit me back. Can't pitch on Nicki unless you get Nicki. Yeah. Let me know what you think about that situation with Keke Palmer, though, and Darius. Let me read some of these comments before I move on. Damn, it's late. It's 1:34. She don't want us in her business, right? It's kind of giving me Tiana Taylor vibes where she wanted to keep things private. She probably got inspired off of Tiana after all of this happened. You know what I'm saying? Probably did. Because he wasn't happy. He was getting beat up because he wasn't happy. He was getting beat up behind closed doors. But who knows? They said that it's fake because she extended the restraining order and pushed back the court date. Okay. I was just looking at that from Citizens app. Oh, you got that notification as well? Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. They did star bad. Yeah, they did. So what else do I got up here? So I did my Keke. Oh, I wanted to bring this up. I meant to do this. Hold on. Let me bring this up. So this police officer in Chicago, she loses her job and charged with falsely claiming that she was robbed of $5,000 by armed suspects. That's so sad. Why would she even do that? Let's scroll down. Hopefully they play a clip of it. Let's scroll down and wait for it. All these damn ads. Baby, where you at? Oh, there she go. So I don't even gotta wait for that. I wanted to see if it was a video of it. Let's see what this. Come on, 2 ads? These motherfuckers be trying it.
We're being blunt.
And I ain't buying that shit. So you wasting your dollars. Like on a business front, understand it. Every time a person sees something like this, it costs money from your campaign. So it's like you're running ads for people who's not even, support the cause. Yeah, but hold on. Fuck them. We waited that whole time. Anyway, Chicago cops lose his job, charged with falsely claiming police report. So Chicago police officer is out of a job after she was caught falsely reporting and being held at gunpoint and robbed of thousands of dollars. Officer Zandrenica Williams, 37, was charged with felony disorderly contact and false report of an offense at a court hearing Thursday, too, according to the local station. See, Chicago is so crime-ridden that they would believe anything. Wow. And these are the people they appoint to be police officers, probably dealing with an array of fucking mental illnesses. And, oh, God. Hold on. All right. So, but it was all a lie, prosecutor said. The patrol cop told officers who arrived to the scene that the alleged robbery that her surveillance cameras weren't working. So she told them that her surveillance cameras was not working. Investigators later obtained footage from a neighbor's camera which showed Williams alone in the alley, the outlet reported. Wow. So she just concocted the story. So this is what happened is that they get footage from different people's ring cameras and shit like that. Like that's the thing today is like a lot of shit that you talk about and you say something that happened, there's ring cameras and it's going to be different devices people have attached to their house. You know, people be having cameras in their garages and all of that. So it's going to pick something up in the area if you are around. And, you know, people have, everybody has a fucking ring cam nowadays. I even got one. So the patrol cop told officers who arrived at the scene of the alleged robbery that her surveillance cameras weren't working. Investigators later obtained footage from a neighbor's camera which showed Williams was alone in the alley. She was alone in the alley. Damn. So she was seen taking a duffel bag out of the car and then walking out of the camera's view. Investigators said that the story was made up just a week after Williams called 911. She turned herself in on Tuesday, the news station reported. Damn. She was relieved of her police powers the same day, the Chicago Police Department said in a statement to CBS. It's unclear what motivated Williams to allegedly make up a robbery. She was over it. Why'd she do that? She was over that shit. She was tired of the streets. Like, I can imagine, especially being in Chicago, she was probably she was over it. That's all I could really pretty much think as to why a person would just lie like that. In regards to being robbed, like they not going to investigate the matter at all. They must have got some sort of, oh shit, I wasn't even sharing it. They must have got some wacky feeling from her. Give me a second. Let me bring that up. Stop bringing this fucking ad up. So this was a girl that I just read the story about. They must have had a feeling about her that she was lying or something. She was over it. She looked like she was over it. Like, damn, just fire me. I want to get at it. But that's going to hurt her reputation, though, right? Filing a false police report. Damn. The patrol cop told officers who arrived at the scene at the alleged robbery that her surveillance cameras weren't working. Investigators later obtained footage from a neighbor's camera which showed Williams alone in the alley. She just concocted the whole damn story. So they got a lot of Jussie Smollets running around that motherfucker. That's crazy. Hold on. All right, so we did that. Let me get Keke Palmer shit off of here. Let me see if there's anything else over here that I didn't get. Give me a second. Please thumbs up the video if you're still here. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video still. Let me see. I've looked that up already as well. Okay, so cool. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is, so Nicki Minaj, we're on the official countdown to Nicki's album comes out. So next week, well, now we are 6 days away. So, you know, December 8th, Nicki is dropping. And last night she was on Spaces and she was talking about like the upcoming show that's coming up on, today's the 2nd. So she has a show on Monday and I could kind of tell, let me know if you was in on that Spaces, right? I don't know if you felt this, but I kind of felt like Nicki has said this. She was like, I have a show coming up on the 4th. And she was like, she really didn't want to be seen until her album comes out. I felt like in a way, I don't think that she's going to cancel it because this is for the radio stations and shit like that. And who knows how the trickle down effect, the snowball effect can be if you don't perform. But I kind of felt when she was talking about it, like, did she say she did not want to perform? Like, I don't know. I was getting a vibe like she didn't want to perform at the Jingle Ball because, you know, if your album is being released, you don't want to kind of be seen like that. You kind of want to play the black role until it's time for the album to roll out and for, you know, things to just play out. So I'm excited nonetheless, though. This is really 6 days away. Like, yo, we done went through the pandemic. The Queen came out and went 2018. So we've been through the pandemic. So many people lost their lives. And like, yo, I'm just happy to still be alive. I'm happy to experience this new era with Nicki. and just hearing, what she's been working on, and the masterpiece album that she truly says that this is going to be. So I'm just excited just to hear it all come out next week. So we don't know what she's doing. She said, listen, we can brainstorm, but she said the fact that we don't know what's gonna happen next week is the point, was crazy to her. But this is what I personally think. I think that being that we didn't get any music videos or anything, I don't know if she worked on a documentary or some sort of mini movie to her album or whatever. There's going to be something huge that rolls out, whether it's the documentary, whether it's the music videos but I don't think that she would release a documentary at the same time of the album, because I feel like that would be a distraction. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? It could be a visual album. It could be a double album. I'm just going to support whatever it is that drops, and I'm just ready for it at this point. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he said no, y'all could keep it. Right? Are you talking about the police officer? It's a rough year for a lot of these celebrities. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just excited. So Pink Friday 2, 6 days away. Shit, we are ready in Saturday, so it's about to be 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, and I'm excited. Let me know what y'all think. Who do you think is going to be on this album? Like, I really think that, and Nicki says, she gave us a hint. She said that we was right. I think that she was talking about Kendrick Lamar. I think that he's really going to be on the album. I hope so. I hope that they got into some crazy lyrical exercise on some shit, like really talking that real shit. I can't wait. I know that if she got Kendrick Lamar on the album, that album is about to do numbers. Not just off of, she's gonna do numbers for herself anyway, but she's gonna do numbers because we need that shit. We really, really, really do need it. Let me check her stories out real quick. So this is Nicki's stories. So she came out with a new pack for her album. So this comes with a t-shirt and also the album. I think I want to pre-order something, but see, I know that maybe I'll order that and give it away to somebody on my channel, since y'all support me. Maybe I'll do that and do a giveaway, but I don't know how I would do that in a giveaway. How could I be able to raffle that off if I was to purchase that pack? That would be fun though. That would be. So that's that. So the Recording Academy calls Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 one of the must-hear albums of December, out next Friday. Do you like, yo, I'm just excited. Let's continue on. Then she posted this.
Hello world. Pink fucking Friday 2. It's coming out next week. Next week Friday on December 8th.
Yeah, so Nicki is coming. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready for that bomb. They say my price ridiculous. I don't like them bitches, pussy tight. Bitches used to like the bomb. Screaming fuck the opposition. We don't talk on phones unless the cops is what? Bomb. Yeah, so I'm excited, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. It is 1:47. I'm about to get up out of here because I've been live for almost 2 hours. I don't know why I played myself and went live, but the truth of the matter is that I really wanted to make a video, but I said, let me just come and just bust this shit out and just go live real quick. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I really appreciate all of y'all coming through and supporting the show. Shit, to me, it's good. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's still 116 people here. What the fuck are y'all doing up so late? You know what I'm saying? What are y'all doing up so late? I know that as soon as I get off this, I'm getting out because I'm getting into bed because I need to be to the gym by no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yeah, because I work out 2 times a day, 2 times on Saturday. So I need to get there by 10 o'clock. Bomb. I will Google it. There's websites that can help with that. I mean, I don't have to work tomorrow. That's good. I'm glad you don't have to work. You said it's 11:47. Oh, you're in Cali. I'm going back to Cali. I took a nap earlier, like a dummy. Yeah, I hate when I go to sleep too early and then be up all night. Today was my first day that I worked from home, though. I really did enjoy it. Working from home, I feel like I got a lot of work done. It was really fun. I never worked from home before, so it was really good to like work from home. I made my little breakfast in the intermission and like in between of working and stuff like that. That was really fun to go in the kitchen and make my food and come back and wait for it to get done and then work and then I don't know. I feel like I had mad chill time too. So my position is really not one of those where I speak to people a lot anyway. It's more so of like, monitoring and processing different requests or like people who do like complaints about the company in its entirety. Like it's just a few things that I have my hands on. So it's all about just managing what I'm doing. I'm just happy. Like I don't really hear from my boss like that. I only really hear from my other teammates. So we chit chat back and forth. Like today I heard from her 2 times. I had a question on regarding this case I was working, but other than that, it's really chill. So I'm like, damn, I should have been working from home. I was busting down my food when I had school from home. Yeah. Let's see. I had my daughter when Nicki first came out. The fact that me and my daughter can't wait for the fucking album release is crazy. And it's the day before my daughter's birthday. Stop playing with it. Oh wow. Yep. So your daughter the day before, so your daughter's birthday is the 9th. So yep, Nicki is the 10th. I like Sagittarius women. I don't do good with Sagittarius men though. I don't. Like I don't know what it is. I don't do good with it. Um oh, they just went live. Okay. Cool. So listen, December 8th, Pink Friday 2, the album. Make sure that you're ready to cop that. Make sure that you're ready to support. Let me know, did you put a number 1 in the chat if you've already purchased or pre-ordered the album? Or put number 2 in the chat if you're going to purchase it from like iTunes when it comes out. I'm doing both. So also, I can't get my hands on the damn Vogue magazine. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to at least I have an option. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to Barnes and Nobles to see if I could get my hands on a Vogue magazine just so I could have it. Because what's so crazy? I've been putting that off. I haven't read that whole article online because I wanted to read it in my hands. So I've kind of put that off. I don't want to read the article at all. And I didn't listen to anybody who read it because I just wanted it to be fresh and new. So when I get my Vogue magazine in hand, then I will read the article. Probably I'll come online and do it, even though it's old, but I know it's somebody who will listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on that. So if I can't find the Vogue magazine at Barnes and Nobles tomorrow, I'll just pay $15 for it and order it through Amazon. Oh, you said call them first. That way you won't go out there for nothing. Right. Or you can get it. Yeah, that's right. 1 and 2 going to Target to purchase a physical CD. Yeah, because the Target version is going to have Red Ruby the sleeves on it, so that's going to be really dope. I'm happy that my car still has CD player on it as well, so I want to get the CD. I'm definitely going to play it too. I think I'm going to do a giveaway on it. I don't know if I'm going to buy a pack though, or if I'm just going to buy a CD and just ship it out. Child, last time I purchased an album, it was a cassette tape or a CD. Nicki has gotten me through dark times. Since I was a teen, my mom, since you said dark times, I was a teen mom. The fact that me and my daughter are waiting like crazy people for this album. Yeah, this is your moment. I waited all my life. I could cherish time. My mom loves Moment for Life. She loved Moment for Life. Yeah, it's 1:52. I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to the people who sent me some love tonight on the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all of y'all for being here. 106 people here. It's almost 2:00. So shit, I didn't expect nobody to really be here tonight. So, what I learned is to have gratitude, like, in regards to anything. So of course I would love to have 3,000, 4,000 people in my chat, but 100 people is just good enough as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, It is, and I realized that, like, you know, with everything years ago, like just being more grateful and having more gratitude for things. So I appreciate all of y'all for being here, and the people who interacted in the comments and sent love, showed love, and all of that as well. I'm tired as hell. I'm getting up out of here. Be blessed. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. My mom used to play Pink Friday when she used to pick me up from school. I grew up on her. That's what's up. You know, if I could catch your live, I'm here. Yeah, good morning. That's right. That means time to go. Right. All right, y'all. So be blessed. This is your boy LaRon, female rapper lead. If you still here and you ain't subscribed, subscribe, support the channel. And yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I'm probably gonna do a video later, or I'm gonna go live later. Who knows what I'll talk about though? Gotta pick something out to talk about. But nonetheless, you'll hear from me today. Peace.